The internet connects us all. It offers incredible convenience and vast information. However, this digital world also has its shadows. Malicious actors, often called hackers, constantly seek ways to exploit vulnerabilities. One tool that has gained notoriety in their arsenal is Zphisher. It is a type of software designed to make phishing attacks easier to execute. Understanding Zphisher is the first crucial step in protecting yourself from its deceptive tactics. Zphisher is essentially an automated phishing toolkit. Phishing is a method where attackers trick victims into giving away sensitive information. This information can include usernames, passwords, credit card details, or other personal data. Zphisher simplifies this process significantly. It provides pre-built templates for popular websites and services. An attacker using Zphisher doesn't need extensive programming knowledge. The tool does most of the heavy lifting, generating fake login pages that look remarkably like the real ones. This ease of use makes it a dangerous weapon in the wrong hands, democratizing cybercrime. The primary danger of Zphisher lies in its accessibility and effectiveness. Because it is relatively easy to set up and deploy, even novice hackers can use it to launch convincing attacks. The fake pages created by Zphisher are often very convincing. Hackers who use tools like Zphisher are driven by various motivations. For many, the primary driver is financial gain. Stolen credentials can be sold on the dark web. They can also be used to access bank accounts, make fraudulent purchases, or steal identities for financial fraud. A compromised social media account might be used to spread scams to the victim's contacts, further multiplying the attacker's potential profit. The easier the tool, like Zphisher, the lower the barrier to entry for these financially motivated cybercriminals. Another common motivation is the desire for information. This could be personal information for blackmail or corporate espionage. Some attackers are driven by ideology, seeking to disrupt services or deface websites for a cause. Others might be motivated by a sense of power or notoriety, enjoying the thrill of bypassing security measures and causing digital mayhem. Zphisher, by providing ready-made attack vectors for popular platforms, caters to a wide range of these malicious intentions. The simplicity of Zphisher is a major draw for many attackers. Traditional phishing attacks required a certain level of technical skills. Zphisher automates much of this. Zphisher operates on a straightforward yet effective principle: mimicry and deception. At its core, the tool is a collection of scripts and templates. When an attacker decides to target a specific service, say Facebook or Gmail, they select it from Zphisher's menu. The tool then generates a fake login page. This page is designed to be an almost exact replica of the legitimate login page for that service. It will use the same logos, color schemes, fonts, and layout. Once the fake page is generated, it needs to be hosted somewhere so victims can access it. Zphisher often provides options for this. It can set up a simple web server on the attacker's own computer. For the fake page to be accessible to victims outside the attacker's local network, a tunneling service like Ngrok is commonly used. When a victim visits the fake login page and enters their username and password, this information is captured by Zphisher and displayed to the attacker. After capturing the information, Zphisher will often redirect the victim to the actual legitimate website. The sophistication of Zphisher also extends to its ability to target a wide array of services. The underlying mechanism remains the same: lure, deceive, and capture. Zphisher relies on several common phishing techniques to ensnare its victims. One of the most fundamental is the creation of highly realistic fake login pages. These pages are often pixel-perfect clones of the real ones. Attackers achieve this by copying the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code from the legitimate website. Zphisher automates this process, ensuring that the visual elements are accurately replicated. Another key technique involves the use of deceptive URLs. The web address of the fake page is a critical component. Attackers using Zphisher often employ URL shortening services like Bitly or tinyURL. These services mask the true destination of the link, making it harder for victims to identify it as suspicious. Social engineering is almost always paired with the technical aspects of a Zphisher attack. The attacker needs to convince the victim to click the malicious link and enter their credentials. This is often done through carefully crafted phishing emails or messages. Zphisher provides the trap. Social engineering provides the bait. Finally, Zphisher often includes features for capturing credentials in real time. Zphisher attacks in action. Real-world examples show how easily individuals and organizations can be targeted. Consider a fake social media login page. An attacker might send a direct message claiming a copyright violation. The link leads to a perfect replica of the login page. The user enters their credentials, unknowingly handing them over. Attackers craft emails that appear to be official security alerts. Users are instructed to click a link and log in. Once credentials are stolen, attackers gain access to personal information. Section 6. The Aftermath. Understanding the true cost of a compromised account. The consequences of having an account compromised by a Zphisher attack can be far-reaching and severe. The most immediate impact is often financial loss. If attackers gain access to your online banking, credit card information, or payment platforms like PayPal, they can quickly drain your funds, make unauthorized purchases, or transfer money to their own accounts. Recovering this money can be a lengthy and stressful process. Beyond direct financial theft, identity theft is another major consequence. With access to your personal information, hackers can impersonate you. They might open new credit accounts in your name, take out loans, or even file fraudulent tax returns. Repairing the damage from identity theft can take months or even years. Compromise of social media or email accounts can lead to reputational damage and loss of trust. Attackers might use your account to spread misinformation, scams, or malicious links to your friends, family, and colleagues. Finally, there's the psychological impact. Being a victim of a cyber attack can lead to feelings of violation, anger, anxiety, and helplessness. The ease with which Zphisher allows these attacks to occur means more individuals are susceptible to these varied and damaging outcomes. Section 7. Building your defenses, recognizing Zphisher's tricks. The first line of defense against Zphisher attacks is learning to recognize their telltale signs. One of the most critical areas to scrutinize is the URL or web address. Before entering any login information, always carefully examine the address bar in your browser. Phishing sites created by Zphisher, even if they look identical to the real page, will have a different URL. Look for misspellings, extra characters, or entirely different domain names. Legitimate sites will always use their correct, secure domain. Pay close attention to the source and content of messages or emails that prompt you to log in. Be wary of unsolicited messages, especially those that create a sense of urgency or fear. Legitimate companies rarely ask for your login credentials via email or direct message. Look for poor grammar, spelling mistakes, or an unprofessional tone in the message. If an email claims to be from your bank or a social media platform, don't click the links within it. Instead, open a new browser window and type the official website address yourself. Another important check is whether the website connection is secure. Section 8. Proactive Protection Essential Habits for Online Safety. Beyond recognizing active phishing attempts, adopting proactive security habits is crucial for protecting your accounts from tools like Zphisher. One of the most effective measures is using strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts. Avoid using easily guessable passwords like 123456 or password. Don't reuse the same password across multiple sites. If one account is compromised, attackers won't gain access to all your other accounts. Consider using a reputable password manager to generate and store complex passwords securely. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, or multi-factor authentication, MFA, wherever possible. 2FA adds an extra layer of security beyond just your password. Even if an attacker obtains your username and password through a Zphisher attack, they still won't be able to log in without the second factor. This second factor is typically a code sent to your phone via SMS, an authenticator app, or a physical security key. Most major online services, including social media, email, and banking, now offer 2FA. Turning it on is one of the single best things you can do to protect your accounts. Keep your software and devices updated. Vigilance as your strongest shield in the digital age. Tools like Zphisher highlight a persistent truth. Human behavior is often the weakest link in the security chain. The core principles of deception and phishing attacks remain consistent. Zphisher automates these tricks, making them accessible to more malicious actors. Attackers exploit our trust and reliance on online services. The threat is deeply rooted in social engineering. The most powerful defense is informed and vigilant users. Understanding attacks and adopting good security hygiene are paramount. No software can substitute for a cautious and educated individual. Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility.